you're a step ahead if you're listening to him.
Trust me, I love playing with Ricky.
Ty's a guy that he can step on the floor and talking a lot and finding guys.
Jevon, he wants to guard everyone on the court at once. He wants to guard all five.
The Bulldog, Javon Carter digs in and comes up with a steal.
We was pressing on missed shots, made shots, free throws. Like, it didn't matter. We was just picking up. Don't nobody want to play uncomfortable like that.
4 months ago, I went in the NBA. So this is a great opportunity, and I'm freaking happy.
"2019 was an iconic year for Ricky Rubio. After finishing his playoff run with the Utah Jazz, he headed back home to spend the summer with his Spanish national team, helping them win the FIBA World Cup championship and claiming most valuable player honors along the way. He also signed a free agent deal to join Devin Booker in the Phoenix Suns' backcourt. Coach Monty Williams was confident in Rubio's ability to lead his young teammates, even though Rubio himself was learning his third different offensive scheme in just a few months.
He can see the young guys getting better because he's been around so many young cores. He can see the growth in our guys. So I think that input is valuable to us as coaches because sometimes you lose sight of it and then you see your players, they recognize it. It certainly helps you evaluate your program.
I usually lead by example, but I think we need to be a little bit more vocal here. There's a lot of young guys, and experience gives you something that you know when to talk, when not to talk. And I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to be more vocal out there on the court, but at the same time, lead by example too.
High, fierce competitor, very vocal, all the leadership qualities possible. He makes the game easier for everybody else. He knows the right way to lead, like I just said. He knows how to talk to people, and he can read the game before it's happening. So, you're a step ahead if you're listening to him.
Just a great leader. Just he finds you. If you haven't touched the ball in a while, he'll find he's more about making plays for your teammates than for himself. What else can you say? He just does so much for the team. All my back cuts is all from him. So trust me, I love playing with Ricky.
With Rubio cast as the starting floor general, the Suns looked for depth from the backups. Elie Okobo returned for a second season. A trade with Memphis brought second-year defensive menace Javon Carter.
Put some pressure on that ball, make that ball handler go back. Now we can drop back into our defense. Good. JC, good.
Rookie Ty Jerome was part of the draft day deal that brought Aron Baynes from the Celtics. And the super athletic Jalen Lecque jumped from prep school to the NBA as an undrafted free agent rookie that the Suns hope was a diamond in the rough.
Good, Jalen. Good effort. Good awareness. That's all right. As long as you're aware. You know what I mean? If you're aware, then you can snuff some stuff out. Good job.
All with diverse skill sets, they would fiercely compete for minutes. Back on the first team, the chemistry between Booker and Rubio was evident from the jump. Rubio ran the offense as a more traditional point guard, taking much of the ball handling pressure off Booker and providing the Suns stability and cohesion, along with some of the most amazing passing Suns fans had seen since a two-time MVP.
Baynes runs to the rack and hammers it home. Beautiful delivery from Rubio.
He's definitely the wizard. I call him the wizard. He's definitely, that's it, the wizard. Just be ready for them crazy passes because you don't know when he's going to pass them. I don't know how he gets in the paint. How does he get in the paint?
Rubio not only finished fourth in the league in assist average, the continued work on his long-range shot was also paying off. His three-point shooting moved beyond respectable as he posted a career high from behind the arc. Rubio was now a threat from deep.
Rubio locking low from long range.
Puts up a nice shot. It's really soft. It's a line drive, but it's soft.
As Rubio found his groove, Monty juggled the backup duties among the trio of Okobo, Jerome, and Carter.
That's why we have our player development program. We've seen guys get better all year long, and guys who have shown that they can play haven't gotten consistent minutes. You know, it's easy to say next man up, but it's really I've prepared, I'm ready, I want to hoop, I can help my team, and I hope that's the attitude.
And while each of them had their moments to shine,
Elie's a gamer. You know, every time we put him in the game, he finds a way to affect the game. Defensively, attacking the basket, he's been hitting shots, he can make the pocket pass. Ty's a guy that his instincts and his ability to lead and get guys involved. I mean, I think he could do that if he didn't play for a year. He'd step on the floor and just be talking a lot and finding guys.
it was Carter who began to stand out as a dual threat. The second-round pick out of West Virginia was mostly considered a defensive specialist coming into the league, but demonstrated a nice touch from long range and a sneaky ability to get to the rim.
How about that little acrobatic spin? Whoa.
Most of all, Carter exuded confidence and a tenacity that was contagious.
I think JC gives that, lift off the bench and that energy where, I think the fans are loving it too, picking up full court, doing all the dirty things, getting over every screen, just disrupting offense. And he's shooting the ball very well. So he's act like, he's been in this league for, many years. But, I think this is his first real shot and real opportunity of, getting some real playing time, and he's taking advantage of it.
And with all that, the Suns' backup point guard position still wasn't settled until the NBA shut down. It was during quarantine that General Manager James Jones told Monty Williams about the availability of a former lottery pick he'd previously coached in Oklahoma City. A phone call later, Cameron Payne was headed to Phoenix.
I'm in the pool, and I wasn't even expecting no call from nobody. I just got a call from another team, and they declined, and they said no, we went with someone else, and I was like, well, I guess I'm gonna be watching it. I got in the pool, he called me, and it was just like a dream come true for me, like all over again. It kind of felt like I got drafted again. I was with Monty, and I'm comfortable with him. And then I looked at the staff, I'm like, man, that's my staff. They were all the people that coached me. And it was just blessing in disguise. And so when I got here, it was all about don't let go, max effort every time.
I'm grateful to be here because 4 months ago I went in the NBA. So this is a great opportunity, and I'm freaking happy.
Payne and Carter formed an almost instant bond as a second unit backcourt.
Me and JC, I don't know what kind of bond it is, but it's magical. When we went out there together, we knew we was gonna press.
As impactful as Payne was defensively, his offense blossomed in the bubble. Skillful passing and a craftiness that allowed him to get into the paint was buoyed by unexpected success from deep.
Payne eyes another one, and the answer is yes.
Cameron Payne.
I did the best I could have done. Maybe I could have did more, but for me, I did the best. For people to see me play and to be like, that's the guy that got drafted. So it makes me feel good.
And of course, that Payne wasn't the only Suns guard who shined brightly in Orlando, but we'll tell that story next week. Coming up on Breakthrough, Eddie Johnson digs deep into the impact of Ricky Rubio in Phoenix.
Now, for the first time ever, you have the opportunity to see the reimagined home of the Phoenix Suns and Mercury at the new Transformation Center. Step into the future with us. Come touch and feel the arena like never before and be one of the first people to see how the in-arena experience will be elevated for next season. With health and safety in mind, we've implemented several protocols for your visit.
So book an appointment today at project201.com.
Ricky's a gamer. He had a couple of his fades that got blocked, and then he comes back down, and, sometimes guys tend to tank, and he comes right back down and makes a defensive play. But I thought more than that was his ability in the huddle when we were down 4. he just got the group together and was like, we're going to win this game.
So there you have it. Ricky Rubio predicting success late in a game against Orlando. EJ, what is it like when your floor general exudes that kind of confidence?
Well, you need it. He's the coach on the floor, and you have to trust in his decision making. He has to be the one that takes the blame a lot of times. We saw that a lot with Steve Nash, and I think we're seeing it with Ricky Rubio as well. He understands that he is the conduit to everything that they do offensively, and he's counted on for a lot. And his teammates have to understand that and let their emotions stay level because he has such a huge responsibility. Now let's look at how Ricky creates for Devin Booker. He knows he has to drive deep enough to force the defenders to react. You'll see Ricky Rubio purveying the floor and seeing who he needs to attack. He knows he wants to get the ball to Devin Booker. So Mikal Bridges right there could be the guy that gets the shot. But Ricky draws him in, but kept the ball long enough to get it to Devin Booker and lights out after that. Take a look here in transition now. Here's the drive, poor defense obviously, but you don't put your head down, you start to run. The great outlet pass from Kelly Oubre and Devin Booker understanding game does not stop. Took off, got wide enough to be able to get an angle, and then the eye contact from Ricky Rubio gives him the easiest bucket he'll ever get.
Eddie, Ricky Rubio went from playing for Quinn Snyder in Utah, where Quinn called all the plays, to Monty Williams, who would tell Ricky, stop looking over at the bench, you call the plays.
Yeah, it happens a lot in the association. And I think it's a trust factor that you have to get from your coach, that he understands that you're going to call the right play at the right time. Ricky Rubio's been around. He's been in the league since he's 18 years old. He's been a tremendous point guard and leader. You have to entrust him sooner or later, and Monty knew that right away. That's why he wanted him as a free agent, and he allows him to run the team.
We've been talking about Ricky and Devin Booker, but then the Suns unleashed the defensive fury with guys like Javon Carter and Cam Payne, who were absolutely fantastic in the bubble.
If you want to know why the Suns went 8-0 in the bubble, it's because defensively they were very good. It wasn't their offense. They found out and learned that if they can defend and they can really go on 8-0 runs, 10-0 runs, that's what the great teams do.
Here's a chance to win the ultimate draft party from Michelob Ultra, and we'll bring the party to you. The Gorilla and Suns dancers will deliver food, Suns swag, and of course, Michelob Ultra to throw the ultimate socially distanced celebration. You can enter at suns.com/draft sweeps or on the Suns mobile app. No purchase necessary, and you must be 21 to enter.
Still ahead on Breakthrough, Cameron Payne helps Javon Carter reignite his Press Virginia defense down in Orlando.
Hey fans, step into the future home of the Phoenix Suns and Mercury right here at our new Transformation Center. All right, here we go.
Man, I love this place. Oh yeah, I still got it.
Hey Go, help me pick out my new seat. This is so cool. You guys really have to come see this place for yourself. It's amazing.
Well, Jevon, he got a mind of his own, right? And when he wants to guard everyone on the court at once. He wants to guard all five.
Javon Carter, the Bulldog, comes away with another steal.
I kind of always had it in me because my father, he always hated when I got scored on growing up.
He will chase the ball and just guard everybody, and it's so funny.
He got the treadmill mentality, right? That's his little motto.
Carter diving down to poke that one away from Wagner and stays with it, and the Bulldog gets the steal. Drops it off to the trailing Sharks for the easy two.
I looked at Coach, and he was finna say something to me. I was like, I don't know what he was about to say, but I cut him off. I was like, you want to press? He's like, huh? I was like, let's press. Let's just try it. Let's just try it, see what happens. He's like, all right, tell your team. I'm like, all right. I was like, y'all, we pressing right here. And we went on like a 16-0 run. I looked at Coach, I was like, I told you. I was like, I told you.
That's just Jevon. You know, sometimes great defenders, you give them the leeway to make a call, just like great point guards or great offensive players. And Jevon made a call with the second unit that he wanted to press up. He saw something. We was like, hey, let's go with it. But that's a credit to him as well.
And the thing that I love about Jevon is he can get up and play 94 feet on defense, and he's not afraid of anybody.
When we started figuring out that like these guys are really making people uncomfortable, and the whole team kind of just adopted like a pressure and get in your face kind of mentality.
The Bulldog, Javon Carter digs in and comes up with a steal.
That is top-notch defense there. Javon Carter gets the trophy with that one.
But he's a joy to be around. He's the same guy every day. And his toughness is not a fake fighting, hit somebody that you can beat up toughness. His toughness is mentally, he's going to bring it every single day, and he doesn't back down from anybody.
JC's running, laughing, saying, "Ha! I turned this place into Press Virginia."
It was fun. You know, it felt like being in college again, honestly.
But CP like elevates that because like he can play on that same level with Jevon. So when you got two guys that are running around, pressuring people, making people uncomfortable, it just becomes a whole team mentality.
Now every game, picking up full. He was like, "You need a break? I got you." And I'm like, "You need a break? I got you." So we picking up full in tandem, picking up full together.
You got to play a different style of basketball, and you got to play it every possession. Like, we was pressing on missed shots, made shots, free throws. Like, it didn't matter. We was just picking up and just, don't nobody want to play uncomfortable like that. So that's why it'd be surprising people for real.
It's a credit to Jevon and it's a credit to Cam. Both of those guys are extremely hard workers.
Well, you get people that's gonna buy in and do it, it'll work. You just can't do it the whole game because they'll figure it out, but in spurts, it'll definitely work.
For him to, you know, have that much of an impact where those two guys, like really just when they get in the game, the energy just goes through the roof and guys are running, diving, tempos up. It's fun. It's fun to be a part of. It's fun to watch from the sidelines, and it's definitely really entertaining.
Because I want to be in the best condition because I'm picking up full. He like, "Oh, that's cool because I'm picking up full." I was like, "Well, all right, well, we just going to be picking up full together." He was like, "Yeah, let's do it."
And they're pit bulls. You put them on the floor and they're hungry. They want to get it done. They have something to play for and a chip on their shoulder, and they play well off each other.
Payne, straight away, deep three. Launch and fire, Cameron Payne.
I'm going to change his name from Payne to Pain for the other team.
We pick each other up. If one of us not playing well, he pick me up, I pick him up, and we just keep it going. And like, even when he get mad, I'm right there. When I'm mad, he like, "Cam, what you mad about? We got 3 stops in a row." I'm like, "Man, I missed a shot." So what? We up 8. We came in probably tied. Like, yeah, you right.
Just a different mindset, knowing that you're going in tonight and you're gonna go out there and make a difference.
Every time you're on the court, it's like, I've been playing with him for 10 years, is what I almost feel like. So we got a good bond, and I hope we can keep it going.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
Up next on Breakthrough, the Backcourt speaks out on Phoenix Suns culture and much more.
It's like my brother first. Like we all about each other.
Now, for the first time ever, you have the opportunity to see the reimagined home of the Phoenix Suns and Mercury at the new Transformation Center. Step into the future with us. Come touch and feel the arena like never before and be one of the first people to see how the in-arena experience will be elevated for next season. With health and safety in mind, we've implemented several protocols for your visit.
So book an appointment today at project201.com.
When I was in OKC, Monty was kind of like, I probably won't say mentor, but like he was on me, and he let me know like everything I had to do to be in the league. And I mean, I was young, so I kind of felt like, okay, like I got you, I'm doing that. But it didn't take until I was out the league. I got that call, I was in the pool, I got that call, and it was like, I got this opportunity again, and he said, "Are you ready?" I'm like, "Of course." He was like, nah, "Are you ready?" I'm like, "Yeah." He was like, "You remember we had that talk?" And we didn't even talk about the Suns. He was just like, "You remember we had that talk?" And I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "You understand what I'm talking about now?" I'm like, I absolutely do. And he was like, all right, now don't let it go. And I was like, cool, I got you.
I think great point guards make the game easy for everybody. Every day, he's going to give you an example of what to do. He's going to be on time. He's going to work hard. But don't let Ricky fool you. He's got a great personality, tons of humor, and he does pull his teammates to the side. He's talking to guys all the time. Being a point guard, you know, you have to be vocal, and Ricky, for the most part, is that, even though we don't see that a lot from him, you know, from the media perspective.
He comes from Spain, so it's a totally different game. So he's like, yeah, like people pick him up full. You would think he's just gonna lose the ball. Like, nah, he got it. Right to the big. Like, his floor game is crazy. And this one little shot, I'm trying to learn it. He drive left, just shoot, like, off the glass. Like, I'm trying to learn that move. Because he get it whenever he wants to.
He never comes in, like, blaming or pointing the finger. Like, it's always him. And I think that helps our guys. For me, it's cool when I get a text message from him at 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, and he's, you know, Coach, I have to be better. I got to do this better. Coach, we're going to be good. I can see it. You know, it's going to take time, but we're going to be good.
He'll find he's more about making plays for your teammates than for himself. You know, obviously everybody once in a while wants to go score that ball, you know, do all that, but as much as he passes the ball and gets everybody flowing, there's times where, like, he shoots, like, he can shoot 3 times, 4 times in a row. It don't matter. He gets you involved throughout the whole game. It's like, what else can you say? You know, he just does so much for the team.
Ricky is really that, like, fun to play with, I'm telling you. Like, he's gonna tell you in the huddle, I'm gonna pass you the ball. Like, keep running, keep running. In no bad manner, just straight business for basketball. Get this dub. It's straight constructive criticism. I love him.
I'm the energy guy. Coach always gets on me, like, about the team and our energy. Whenever the energy seems down, everybody look at me to come in there and be a spark. Even when I'm not in the game, even when I'm on the bench, everybody's looking at me and like, I don't hear you, JC, I don't hear you. Like, get us fired up, get us fired up. So just a role that I've taken on and just trying to embrace it.
I think it maybe has changed from previous years to this year, because from day one we had a good culture. Everyone had one goal, and that was to win. I think we struggled. We went through adversity, but I don't think our culture ever, went down. I think we had guys hurt. We went through adversity. We lost some games, but I think our culture's always been the same. High character guys, hard workers. So it's definitely something special to be a part of.
Next week on Breakthrough, we'll take a deep dive into the evolution of Devin Booker, from a rookie fighting for playing time to a franchise cornerstone respected around the basketball world.
He's out there having fun. He's out there, getting better. And, he's one of the future 2 guards in this league. If he continue to take steps, he's going to be very, very good. So I like him. I like him a lot.